Today we go over Star Wars Episode 9, the final film of the Skywalker saga. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, these past couple of weeks we have been learning a whole lot more about the final installment of this trilogy, especially when it comes to the character of Kylo Ren. Now, these past couple of months we've been going over all the different set leaks, the set designs, the scene schedules, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which specifically has all to do with quite possibly Kylo Ren's new helmet in Episode 9. For how a description for Kylo Ren sitting in his chambers. In the background is a helmet mounted on a metal table. It appears in similar design to Kylo's first helmet, however the differences are there is no visor, but two separate eyes that mimic Darth Vader's. The mouthpiece is also redesigned, very much like the triangular mouthpiece for Vader, however turned upside down. It also has a top elevation piece similar to Vader's, however falls down less. There are also two LEDs on each side of the helmet colored white. Now I want to go over a couple of pointers here. Now, it seems as though that if this does indeed end up being Kylo Ren's new helmet in Episode 9, it could very well be that he has a lot of inspiration from his grandfather still by the time this time period comes across in Episode 9, where Kylo Ren is indeed the supreme leader of the First Order. So, looking at Episode 9 specifically here, though, we do know that J.J. Abrams will be evolving the character significantly. Now, if we actually look back at The Last Jedi, Rian Johnson had this concept of Kylo Ren essentially breaking out of his shell, shedding layers in a sense, and him destroying his helmet was a part of that. So it does make one wonder as to why he would have another helmet in Episode 9. Maybe he won't even wear it in this movie for all we know. We do know that Kylo Ren has chambers, alright? So you guys may have no idea what his chambers really are, but it is indeed a room for himself where he keeps all of his relics and artifacts that are either Sith or Jedi related. Mostly Sith, of course, and things that belong to his grandfather Darth Vader. So looking at Kylo Ren, it could very well be that this is yet another mask slash helmet that he has mounted in the background there that could very well have actually belonged to somebody else from the past that he will use in Episode 9. However, I do find it very interesting why it's similar in design to Darth Vader's. Again, it's like a mashup between Kylo Ren's original helmet and Darth Vader's helmet as well. So looking at this, alright, the mouthpiece is completely redesigned. Imagine Vader's mouthpiece except flipped upside down. That's apparently what's on this helmet for Kylo Ren. The other part, the drapes, the little elevation piece that comes off of Vader's helmet, the main piece, is also a part of Kylo's new helmet here in Episode 9. However, it doesn't fall down as much, so it's like a mini version of Darth Vader's helmet in a sense. And I think that the main difference in description here is that there's no visor, there's two separate eyepieces. So this honestly could very well give us a better idea of Kylo Ren's inspiration for his grandfather. Now, whether or not Kylo, developed this helmet himself or he found it somewhere, I have no idea. Again, this is a concept that could very well come into fruition for Episode 9 by writer and director J.J. Abrams. It seems like that maybe J.J. wants to reintroduce the helmet in Episode 9 for one big reason. Could it be that that moment in The Force Awakens was a flash forward when we see the Knights of Ren and Kylo in the rain killing an individual? Could it very well be that that was a flash forward, and Rian Johnson destroying the helmet kind of, messed things up a bit? So now, going into that flashback scene, seems that maybe JJ has to fix some things up where he does have to give him his original helmet back. Maybe it gets destroyed there, and then he gets a new helmet later on in the movie. Whatever way JJ has to fix this or do things differently, I think is a must. I really do believe that that moment in The Force Awakens was a flash forward as opposed to a flashback. But looking at Episode 9 here, guys, I couldn't be more excited to learn more and more about Kylo Ren and his inspiration for his grandfather, Darth Vader. I honestly like him in the helmet a whole lot more. There's something more intimidating about Kylo Ren in that helmet. When I first saw him in The Force Awakens, I honestly thought Darth Revan, right? You can see the, total cherry-picking elements there from Disney, from the EU, in the character of Kylo's mask. So let me know what you guys have to say about all of this below in the comments section, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon we hear them moans again.